Color Guppies in the house. How y'all doing? How are your moss balls doing? That's quite a controversy, isn't it? You know, it's a big deal when the aquarium hobby controversy enters the, you see it on CNN, Fox News, all the real news sites. Muppet, Anthony's fishy friends. How y'all doing? I'm feeding Bolo by hand. I need to get him set up with I called in to see if I could get him a bath. I can't get him a bath and a cut until April 2nd. So we got a little time here. A little time. What's going on in your fish room? How y'all doing? It is a beautiful day in Joplin, Missouri. Alexa, what's the temperature? Yeah, it's sad. My moss balls are all loaded up with zebra mussels. Excellent. Excellent, Vinay. How are the fish? 65 degrees. Tonight. Expect a low of 41. It's going to get down to 41 degrees tonight here in beautiful Joplin, Missouri. It's going to be temperate. So essentially, what the weather is right now is you have to wear a jacket to work in the morning, but when you get home to walk the dog and feed the fish, you give up the jacket. It's all good. I am ready for summer. Who's in there with me? Allie Sean, you got this one too, huh? I won it from Scott and Liz when they were doing their live streams. By the way, there's a lot of live streams I love and I watch and all that sort of stuff. But Scott and Liz, I miss them doing theirs because it was sort of like a thirsty, sort of wonderful stuff. The Codfather. Where is our boy? Where is our boy? So there you go. And so Dave, Terry's Tropical Tanks, Greek Boy or Geek Boy. For a second I thought you were Greek. Rockin' Fish, Monster Fish Gal. If I missed the Codfather here, where is Bob? 77 in Millington, Tennessee. Beautiful West Tennessee. There you go. Lauren, Ashley, Doug Gray. The man who single-handedly stopped an alien invasion. That's right. The aliens said, do we really need all of humanity's seed? No, they just need me. And so there you go. Liz would drink some bad wines. Yes. John, my fish tanks, how are you doing? Father, fish, how are you? Crystals, fish and plants, how are you? Is it Mike M or Mickey M? Hello. Codfather. Everyone's going on saying Codfather. Jeffrey Watts, what's going on? Good group of people all here already. Yeah, so this whole moss balls thing, my boss keeps an aquarium. And so I shared with him about the problems with moss balls, and he said, I don't have any moss balls. So I said, okay, neither do I. Excellent, Bob. Thank you very much. The Codfather invited you over. Mike's Aquatics. All good. I said hi to Crystal. Yes, I did. So, yeah, let me tell you something. My Mikey, I guess. All right. Mike M., thanks for stopping in. Appreciate all of you being here. Bolo is my fish room companion. He's a very small dog, and he's not very healthy. So, heart condition, the whole bit. It's a Codfather raid. Yes, it is. You have about 10 merino moss. See, I've never done that. I have never done the moss. Do you like it? That's what I need to know. A few days ago, police went into a fish store. I know the manager of. They are super serious about moss balls. Bet they were in California. Nobody wants those zebra mussels in California. If, for those of you who have never lived in California or visited California, they are paranoid about invasive species, and quite frankly, probably a good idea. It's not moss; it's algae. Cheapest place to buy shipping bags? I don't know, John Oliver. I always get mine from Ken's Fish. And I don't like the size of bags I got here the last time from him. Saw one in Kentucky in a pet shop still. It's all good. All good in the hood. So, yeah, it's I've never done the moss balls or algae balls. I never quite got the deal. Why would one want to do that? You got your bags from Uline? Yeah, I ended up Rico Stan. So there you go. Peter's stream is going on yours, and it's loud. Well, sorry guys, I'm kind of a loud guy. You get the poly bags from Uline. Okay, that's what I may have to do next time I order. I have probably about 30, 40 left. I also have in my oh, not me. Okay. So I also have I have the Ken's Fish bags, and I got bags that were too big, just being fair. You got your merino moss balls for months, and so mine are okay for sure. There you go. Thanks, Bob. Uline is way more expensive than Ken's Fish, though. I haven't compared them, so I need to. You have about 800 bags left, no shipping for a while. Yeah, what I'm out of, and I need to get more of, I think I have 2 heat packs left. Rico Stan's batteries are dead. That's sad. Okay, all right, very good. So here's what's going on in the BJ Palmer. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate having you here. Thank you guys for the subs and for being and hanging out. Thank you, Bob Kaler, the Codfather, for sending people over. I really appreciate it. So my beloved, it's I've got to do a few things. I got my stimulus money. Anybody get their stimulus money? Are you ready to do fish stuff with it? I need to get the electric set up. I've got to call not my accountant, my realtor. I've got a good realtor, and so there you go. Need more heat packs as well. Yeah, can't find a case of 90 count anywhere. Yeah, no, I know. Angels Plus has a great selection of poly bags. I'll look into the Angels Plus. I know that Doug Gray has gotten some stuff from there. I've never gotten anything from Angels Plus. It has nothing to do with them. I just haven't for whatever reason. Ken's Fish, I get a lot of stuff from. American brine shrimp. In fact, I just got some brine shrimp eggs from them. And I'm going to get. And so yeah, it's all good. You're waiting for yours to come, your bags, or heat packs. Yeah, and this is like the end of heat pack season. This is like the time where it was like I had a shipment off to Color Guppies last week, and it was like the high here was like 70, and the low was like 38, and going to Maryland, and it's going on from there. Thanks, Anthony. You're one of my favorite homies. Don't tell Doug Gray. Okay, I won't. Broken guitar for sale. No, no strings attached. But don't bump. There you go. That's a Doug Gray joke. Does Gemco? Do you know what, Alishawn? I have no idea, and I should know that. I really should know that. I just don't know. They couldn't be. I've been looking up for the new fish room of getting some stuff from them from that, but I haven't done that. So yeah, doing the bags thing, that's important. Heat packs. Brienne's Fish Farm, Fish Fam. How are you doing? See my glasses? They're brand new, but they're dirty as heck. And so there you go. And yeah, it's a positive thing. Let's see what else is going on with my beloved. With I still haven't spoken to anybody. There's some people here who have some. Uh, Anybody ever work with these moss balls? I know that Crystal has. Oh, you don't see bags on Gemco? No, they're man glasses. Man glasses. Just dirty man glasses. They're dirty. I need to clean them. Man, they are a mess. May I try one of those, madame? Got the sealer from Uline, and the first shipment went smooth. Yeah, you see, I need to do that, Peplin, is get the sealer thing. So I'm gonna get my electric fixed in the fish room. Get that updated. Oh, you have a video on Mossballs Father Fish? I'll have to check it out. Thank you. Yes, Bob Kaler. Thanks everybody for the raid. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. By the way, tonight's drink, pretty exciting. It's a Fresca. Judge Smells. If you use a sealer, you want thicker bags like 2 to 3 millimeters. Okay. Scroll down under hardware. There are 2 links for bags. Getting a Guppy lesson over here. 2 to 3 Ginga rubra fry were delivered by Mom yesterday. Got chased on one of the fry get eaten. Tonight, 8 to 10 fry among the plants. Yeah, I will tell you, just a little thing. Plenty of hiding places in your aquarium, really good. Moving the mama to her own aquarium, good. If you want to make sure all the fry survive. Guppies will eat the fry. Some varieties more than others. I'll give you a variety that does not eat a lot of fry. Swordtail guppies. Swordtail guppies don't eat a lot of the fry. Fishybound 64. Cooper's Aquatics. How y'all doing? All right. Yeah, the swordtails don't eat a lot of their fry. Roebuck Reds, they'll eat some fry. And that's pretty something you need to know. Yeah, you wish they would eat some of the fry. No, I get it. The swordtails don't eat fry. Now, a little tip for those who don't want to lose a lot of babies, to the eaten by the mama and the papa, is feed small feedings frequently. I feed 3 to 5 feedings per day. Obviously, baby brine shrimp at one of the feedings. I do the Doug Gray high protein food at 1 or 2 of the feedings, and then I do the I do a variety of different flake foods. I currently am doing like a brine shrimp flake food from American Brine Shrimp, and I think I got my other flake food from Ken's. I have that mixed up into a thing, and I have other flake foods. I just go through a variety. I make sure there's different stuff. Yeah, keep them well fed, but watch the albino guppies. They can be terrible. Happy birthday, number 5, Monster Fish Gal. Those, not this. It's okay, don't worry. No judgments here. No judgments on grammar. At least it's good nutrition for the adults that do eat the fry, yes. It's all good. So on this particular payday, I put my deposit down on my puppy, and the puppy, the breeder knows that Mismatched Socks. How are you doing? What's going on there? That it may be a year or so. It's about a year and a half, maybe, depending on when Bolo goes. And whenever Bolo goes, that's when I'll get a puppy. So I'm not going to keep with the small little dogs. I'm moving to a Brittany. Kind of excited about that. My childhood dog, Jess. How are you doing? Manes, tails, fur, and fins. It's like a great group of people here. What kind of puppies do you have, Jess? Yeah, I want something that, corgis. Yep. I wanted a dog. I'll tell you why I went with what I'm getting. Number one, I grew up with Brittany's. Very sweet. Vinoxky, thanks. How are you? Very sweet, very smart. You can do a bunch of different things with them. They also will allow me to do walking. Max Aquatics, I think, got an email the other day teaching me how to read more maps backwards. Turns out it was just spam. Oh, God. Doug Gray, write that down. Mike M. Having 3 males and 2 females, a 10-gallon plant they took as hungry on fly, not chasing as much as yesterday. The more peaceful attitude now. Yeah, the deal is, Mike, you have too many. You have too many. Uh, what's going on here? I have no idea what that noise was. I guess I'm gonna close a couple of things. Oh, I know what that was. Okay. Did you hear that noise, everybody? Britney Spears. Select Pet, what's up? All the cool kids, absolutely. Yeah, you have too many males per female. In fact, I have to sort of reorder some stuff right now. I have a bunch of swordtail males and not a ton of females in one of my tanks, so I need to go set that up. Yeah, I have a dog. Here he is. He's sort of there he is. His name is Bolo. He's going to be 14 in September. It was a gift to my ex-wife, and I got the dog and the debt in the divorce. But he only wanted to be with me anyway, so it was just I was the one who fed him. I was the one who took him for walks. You know how that goes. Lots of fun. So my yeah, so so just busy getting stuff done around here in the house. I do a variety of foods, as I've made mention, mainly because my personal belief is that in the wild, we have to just repeat what we're doing in the wild. So with your fish care. And there's some stuff you can't create as much as you want to. Father Fish was here. He's big into dirted tanks. I know that some people love that. I've just not been into that. Maybe my fault. Um, is that different foods, different enzymes. Not anymore, Bob Kaler. He got up today at 4 a.m. Spring forward. Yeah, I'll tell you what. all last week he was like ready for the time change. He was getting me up at 3, which is actually okay because I had enough time to get up and make myself some eggs and vegan sausage and toast for breakfast. And I'm all in on that. I'm all in on the whole deal. Yeah, so Bolo is here. It's life is good. So let's see what else is going on in the fish. I will tell you this. After I feed the fish with the flake food, he follows me around, and if there's a piece of flake food that gets on the ground, he licks it up. So he for whatever reason likes it. So don't ask me why. Doesn't ask me why. I'm still trying to get can someone explain to me? I haven't quite understood. Um, what is the benefit of the moss balls? What is the benefit? Dogs love fish food. Loves dogs eat any food, but yeah, he loves the fish food a whole lot. See, let's see here. So mismatched socks. Ever found out where the missing socks go? Yeah. Oh, it's an easy plant for beginners. Okay. Do you know what? Doug has gotten me a little scoop with the food, so very rarely does it get on the floor, but I'm sure he loves it. Bolo is a dog of fine taste, nonetheless. Oh, same benefits as any other plant. Okay. Part of me is kind of excited about picking one up to see if I do get a zebra mussel. How long do those take before they take over your aquarium? By the way, has anyone had a zebra mussel in their deal? You meant the V people. I just think merino moss balls. Mm. Mighty good fresca. Mighty good fresca, everybody. See, I think Bolo's sleeping. Let's see if we can hear him snore. You like him, Crystal? Okay, very cool. I just have not worked with him. So it's Fresca, the drink of the reptilians. Yes, it is. It's awesome. By the way, those of you who are not familiar, the reptilians, they're a race of humanoids that walk among us. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mismatch Socks. Fresca, pretty high on the list. Pretty high on the list all the way around. Okay, Bolo's rolled over on his back. If you get zebra mussel and you keep it quiet about, in my opinion, they're very illegal, but don't take legal advice from me. Do people remember that Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street was on V? Huh. Posiwi! Melvin! All good. How y'all doing? Thanks, gang, for being here. Yeah, so our boy Bolo here. Yeah, I've got to get him washed. Got to get him all clean for summer. My Elfez here in Stockholm has mossballs. No zebras from what I can see. Don't know if they're purchased from Ukraine though. Is that where the mothballs with uh, with the zebra mussels are coming from? Is Ukraine? Let's talk about invasive species for a second. And is that invasive species are very damaging, and whether it be a fish or a mussel or an animal or a bird or grasses, etc. Very, very, they're very, very damaging to the environment, as just as or sometimes even more damaging than some pollutions. And I'll tell you why. Is that let's because we there was somebody somewhere, and you guys may have seen it. It was on one of the Facebook fish groups. Someone was fishing and invasive species, as in New Yorkers in Florida. Exactly. Um, they were fishing in Louisiana and caught a jaguar cichlid, and it was a good size one. And I said, "God, you didn't throw that back, did you? It's not good." Rico, keep thinking that you're not joking about Skipper. Yeah, the Subaru drivers. On Saturday, I let everybody know that I had a nightmare that all of a sudden I was going on a date with a gal and she drove a Subaru and I escaped out the back of the restaurant. Why are Subaru dealers giving away a dog with each Subaru sold? So the owner has a companion to walk home with. But bump, everybody. That's a good one, yeah. Some African claw frogs were released here. They wiped out fish in 3 bodies of water before it was corrected. They're illegal in the state now. Yeah, again, it's invasive species are really damaging. Um, a big one that we all have, and it's actually one that's all over the world, is the house sparrow. And the house sparrow was originally brought to the United States by some crazy people who wanted all the birds of Shakespeare to be in North America. So they brought over the pigeon and the starling, and they let them go. And the starling does a lot of damage to stuff. Obviously, pigeons do what pigeons do. But if you go anywhere in the New World, you will find those house finches or house sparrows. And now they probably would have gotten to the US without the 50 that were released in Central Park in the 1800s. But here's what the deal um, is that, probably the house finches or the house sparrows, I should say, house finches are legit. House sparrows um, probably also came to the United States and to the New World while they were living on boats because they have no problem nesting in human-made stuff. That's why you always see them around buildings and stuff like that. You have African clawed frogs. They're illegal in Kansas. And you have 2 of them, Select Pet. Hey, Crystal, I may have asked you this before. Are you up near Kansas City, or where in Kansas are you? Because I'm 10 minutes away from Kansas, but I'm 10 minutes from the great metropolis of Galena, and I'm probably about a half hour away from Pittsburgh, Kansas, the home of Pitt State. One of my coworkers is on like some committee at Pitt State, and you don't know how I tease this guy. It's brutal. You're in Salina? Excellent. Excellent. How far away is Salina from me? Hold on. I'm new to this area, so forgive me if I all right. Joplin, Mo to Salina. Salina, Kansas. All right, it's about 5 hours away. You're way up there. You're near the center of the country, aren't you? Oh, you're in Kansas City. Okay, there you go. When is the Kansas City Aquarium Club doing another table sale? I was up to one they did last year, not last year, 2019. I'd love to go do one again. Ballast water can hold many creatures. You're exactly right, Posiwi. You're 30 miles from the center of the U.S. Have you been there with Bruce Springsteen? Maybe you met up with Bruce Springsteen. You had some drinks and went to that church and lit a candle in a Jeep. That's okay. No worries, Bob Kaler. Again, it's everybody who's on Bob's thing. If you want to come over to the Mobb Guppy stream, feel free to. Love to have you here. Love to have you subscribe. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, please leave. That's all we want you to leave. Hey, Bob, they're having too much fun. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. Having fun, it's okay. Yep, Melvin, you're right. Hey, Furloughs Aquatics, how are you? I drive around all day and no one ever offers me free drinks. You see, that's the deal. I've never driven in a park where all of a sudden someone waves me down. I pull over and I do a couple of shots of tequila. Never happens. Well, I kind of talk loud. I've never done frogs, except for when I was a kid. I had some, collected frogs. A goby from the Caspian Sea. Yeah, not good. That's not a leak. My Subaru is just marking its territory. Okay, that's all right. It's been trying to shut mine down. People won't leave. Folks, it's just coming over to Mob Guppy so Bob can get off the thing. Trying to help there. Yeah, by the way, I'm Swedish. And Mike, let's be honest here. Uh Lutefisk, not that good. More watch time. There you go. So my yeah, speaking of the Swedes, uh the folks in Sweden are like the nicest people in the world. The fish is, question mark. Except for good old fashioned Norwegian sardines. It's all good. People love Bob Kaler. Exactly. The Godfather. So I may have to go find some mothballs just for the glory of finding. Except I'm scared if I get zebra mussels in my aquariums. How bad is that? Now the good news is, I my fish water normally gets dumped in my backyard or my front yard, nowhere near a watershed, so it would not get into the water around here. So that's good. Craig, I don't know what's happened to Fish Boy. I've not seen Jesus around for a while. Don't care for sodium hydroxide fish. Yeah, I don't know. He's a friend of mine. Are you thinking of Guppy Boy or Fish Boy? Let me drop a note to our buddy Jesus. I have not seen him lately, and so give me 1 second here. Let me find him. All right. Let me go to friends. Jesus. All right, I'm messaging him. All right. All right, I wrote to Jesus. So let's see if Guppy Boy shows up. He's in Victorville, California. So, I don't know if they had earthquakes out there lately. Ace of Base. Yeah, well, hopefully he has, but I don't know. Kaler's Aquatics. I love the thanks for watching. Please leave thing. Ludafisk at Christmas table is no prob, Peter. You should try the fermented herring. When getting married, a guy told me they tied the bachelor in a cinema and left. The smell must have been awful. Yeah. Hey, Chewy's here, lunatic fringe. Yeah, my dad, he grew up in a sort of a mixed family, German, Scandinavian background. And he would not, if Ludafisk even came up as a subject, he would just, and I said, we'd love to try it once, Dad. And he goes, no, you won't. And my old man was real big. He loved Yulakaka. And Yulakaka, by the way, you may think sounds bad, but it's Norwegian for Christmas cake. Yulakaka. My dad would order Yulakaka, and none of us would eat it. And he would stick it in the oven, heat it up with butter. Oh man. Pranking when marrying, imagine the rest of the audience. Yep. Back in the day, yeah, it's Yulakaka. Yeah, but it's spelled JuleKA or Kake. So there you go. Cinnamon cookies. Yeah, Yulakaka. Yeah. Yeah, my old man, he was all into that. He was into that pretty heavy. No relation to Ancient Aliens, Doug Gray. No relations to Lake Titicaca from Ancient Aliens, the great TV show. If you don't watch Ancient Aliens, Doug Gray and I watch it, not because we take it that seriously, mainly because we wait for the craziest things to be brought up. And then Doug will text me, or I'll text Doug saying, "See that? Holy cow!" And I need to do a David Childress themed live stream, I think. Cookies. By the way, someone brought cookies to the office today, and they brought that like a chocolate thing with oatmeal, in a ball type thing. Had one of those, and they brought chocolate chip mixed with M&Ms. Had a couple of those puppies. They were really good. Really good. Thank you very much, Bob Kaler. Appreciate it. Hit the like, everybody. So my I'm all in on chocolate chip cookies. I don't eat sweets. If there's sweets that show up at the office, I'm all in. I did, though, walk through the sweets aisle when I was at the grocery store over the weekend, and I didn't see what I wanted, so I didn't get anything. But I like sweets a whole lot. Thank you, Anthony. Hey, absolutely, get ready for your geek stream. Hey, thank you, Rico Stan. Thanks for being here. I have kleptomania. Sometimes it gets really bad. I take something for it. Oh, God. Doug Gray, write that down. Glue wine is nuts and raisins. It's also a tradition here. There you go. Sweet sounds like a good South Park episode. It's a South Park character, yeah. Glue wine, nuts and raisins. They're big in that. My wacky Scandinavian. Now, what I do like is, and I like it a lot, by the way, is I'm a big fan of Swedish sausage. And it's one of the few sausage treats. Now, in Sweden, it may be a little bit different. Is that the sausage is great. It's really good. Now, Swedish meatballs, most people have had Swedish meatballs in the United States. A lot of people go to IKEA just for the Swedish meatballs. They're delicious. But Swedish sausage, yeah, I'm all in on Swedish sausage. One of my aunts at like holidays, she will pick it up. And I have not been over there for a holiday in 25 years. So you had a Monte Cristo sandwich made with raisin bread, and it was great. Swedish fish does not count. Ah, Fresca. Judge Smells will be all in on that. No, there's a reason why. Now, Mike, answer me this. I have found more Danish restaurants in the U.S., and finding a Swedish and Norwegian restaurant is almost impossible. Is the Dane food literally that much better? Or is it more German influenced? One of my aunts lives in the San Francisco Bay Area, and she loved going to a Danish restaurant. Yeah, homemade sausage from the local supermarket, where we have the family house. My old Hungarian boss would make glog at the office during the holidays. Ah, the Danes are more German influenced. Okay. That makes sense. I was at a good German restaurant in Fredericksburg, Texas, which is like almost a German community, and I had Sauerbraten. Mm. The Danes. What are the Danes known for? I think pastries, actually. Just to be fair, you have a big Swedish population 15 miles south of where you are. Go down there and see if you can get some Swedish sausage. Hey, Monster Fish Girl, happy birthday! Stronger taste from the southern parts of Europe. Yeah, there are some real big in Posiwi. There's some big German communities. New Braunfels, Fredericksburg, my Carlsberg beer. Yep, that's good. You think big wonderful dogs when you think of Danes? So here's the deal. Um, is that my ex-wife's twin brother was married to a German who was from Munich, or as they say, Munich. Not kidding. And so they go in, and so we went to Fredericksburg, that apparently got all sorts of press in Germany for being quote unquote a German town in the United States. So she wanted to go there. So we went up there. I was living in San Antonio at the time, so it was about 2 hour drive, not bad. Get up there, and we go restaurant to restaurant, and she goes in and talks Kraut to them. She talks German, and she's asking questions, and all of a sudden she goes, "This is it. Eat here." Okay. She was sort of like the female Arnold Schwarzenegger. You had Great Danes for 20 plus years, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to my childhood dog, the Brittany, and someone at the office started just harassing me about, why don't you get a rescue one? I don't want a rescue one. I want to enter it in things and do high level obedience stuff and that type of thing, and maybe show it a little bit. I want to do from there. Do you know what? We never got her to watch Hogan's Heroes. That would have been really good, Doug Gray. So my ex-wife was Spanish. The German girl with the twin brother of the ex-wife, they had a little girl, and her nickname was Cappuccina. It's mix of coffee and cream, and the little girl's name was Capu, and Capu would look at me and speak in English, look at my wife and speak to her ex-wife and speak to her in Spanish, look at her mother and speak the same thing in German. I mean, she would just go between languages like it was magic, and because they were immigrants, legal immigrants, um, they tried to get her in with her little buddies to be in the English as a second language program, and they just sat there and they said, "Yeah, her English is way too good." Okay, there we go. The Great Danes, they were great. My wife got pregnant, high risk pregnancy. Choose dogs or baby. Yeah, I get it. Copenhagen was known for good restaurants. Now Swedish chefs are at the top. They say many more guide do Michelin restaurants here nowadays. Excellent. Well, and you're dealing with a 140-pound dog. It's a different ball of wax. I had some buddies of mine who had mastiffs. They all got mastiffs. I had a group of people I used to hang out with a long time. They got mastiffs, big English mastiffs. And one of the guys got home from work. He got on the couch and went to sleep. He woke up an hour later and the front door was open. The mastiff had opened the front door and went for a walk. Now the neighbors needed to be no one needed to be worried about this dog. It was just going to lick you to death. Excellent. Who had the bags, John Oliver? Yeah, Swedish Chef on the Muppets. I think that now has a warning on the Disney Channel for racial stereotypes. So I'm waiting to see where John Oliver got his bags. I'll tell you the worst thing about this COVID deal is that there's a lot of really good restaurants that have closed. I mean, really good food, and that's bad. That whole business is getting crazy. I have a cousin, Peter, with the same name, Melvin. He was in the military, married to a German girl, and they had 3 girls. Oh, Rixie's a German name. There you go. Fun fact: Animal on the Muppets was modeled after Alishan AS. Ah, oh, you got it from interpass.com. I'll have to check that website out, John Oliver. I'm not familiar with it. So that's good. I'll have to, let's see. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's been taking a break. And I'm saying people have been asking about you. No joke. Okay. So there you go. So I wrote off to our boy Guppy Boy. Hopefully he'll be back with us soon. Is it not interpass.com? You retracted your message, John. Let's see. I ain't going anywhere. That ain't going anywhere at all. Nope, that didn't work. I wonder if it was 2 S's. Okay, that seems to be better. Nope, that isn't working either. It's like one of the great controversies of our time, John Oliver. That's what you started. Interplast.com. Okay. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah, I see that. Ooh, Poly products ready to ship today. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong all the way around. Just have rescues now, even some fish rescues. There you go. And by the way, I have no problem with rescues. I have 0.0 problem. I'm not like a snob or anything like that. But I want to do obedience and I want to show the dog a few times and do that type of stuff with her. It's going to be a girl dog. And you can't get a rescue to do that. Got 1,000 count of 3 by 18 bags just for like $42. Wowzers! I'm saving that. I'm saving that website because I may have to pick some stuff up here. Sooner or later. Okay, bookmark this tab. Fish. And let's see more. All right. Yeah, okay. Saved it. Life's good. See, one of the last name of Rixie, who is Caucasian, in some way related to me on my late grandmother's side of the family. Excellent. My best friend lives in Copenhagen. They're also known to like their cheeses. Yeah, the Europeans love their cheese, especially the French. Now, my grandmother did not speak English until she was in kindergarten. She spoke French only. Now, her family had been on in the New World for generation upon generation, but French is what they spoke around the house. And my uncles in World War II, I had three uncles in World War II. One died; he was shot down by the Germans over the English Channel. And my two other uncles, they were all brothers, all three brothers. Because they spoke fluent French, they were translators during World War II. Swedish, the zipper on clothes, 3-point car belt, Volvo, Spotify, Minecraft, PewDiePie, ABBA, another artist. Max Martin wrote Britney Spears songs and many more. Check Sharon Studios. All right, excellent. We'll go to Rico Stan next, and use the hashtag Mobb Guppy. I'll drop there, and we'll do that as we wrap this up here in a few minutes. We'll go over to Rico Stan and hang out with him. Sounds good, Bob. Great idea. Let's pay it forward. Thank you for paying it forward here. I'm a big fan, by the way, of getting me hungry. You know what I had for dinner? Meatless balls. Vegan balls. They're like meat-like in like a marinara sauce with some veggies and gluten-free pasta. Yeah, that's like living on the wild side. Speak some Spanish and Italian, but not fluent. I speak a little bit of Spanish. It's I can do some Scandinavian, oofta, and I can say Gesundheit, German, Guten Tag, Guten Morgen. I can do that kraut stuff. My Espanol, I actually went into a Spanish, a Mexican restaurant this weekend, and I just sat there speaking Spanish the entire time. Poorly, but I did it. They were actually shocked I could speak that much Spanish, and I'm not very good. Just am not. You speak reptilian fluently. There's a town in Virginia called Rixieville. Excellent. I've spent a lot of time in. Okay, Rico Stan next, everybody. Hashtag Mobb Guppy. Hashtag Mobb Guppy. Lizard Doug. Yep. There's nothing quite wrong with to being a part of the reptilian race. It's really kind of nice. What do you call a Subaru with dual exhausts? A wheelbarrow. Oh, Doug Gray. That's a good one. Our Subaru employee who's a member of the Fish Fam. Yeah, this is our Subaru jokes are just going over the top. Just going over the top. All right, gang. Let's go on over to Rico Stan right now. Remember, hit up with Mobb Guppy. Click on Bob Kaler, put the link up. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to having you around. We'll see you this weekend Saturday, we'll do our stream at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Chevy Fish, thanks a lot. See you guys later on. Love y'all.